Okay, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Crocodish. Y'all see the title, man. We about to get into this part two lesson. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna continue reading in Hebrews 9 because there's a lot more, meat as the dude as the brother Shalaki, as the brother Nas used to say. There's a lot of more meat on the bone. Okay, so we about to get into it. One comment. Okay, Shalom. Oh, K Camp, I see you, man. Shalom, Shalom. And you can jump on if you want to, bro. You can be in the comment section. It doesn't matter, man. Um, okay. So Hebrews 9, we'll start at verse 1. It says, Then verily the first covenant had also ordinances of divine service and a worldly sanctuary. For there was a tabernacle made, the first wherein was the candlestick and the table and the showbread, which is called the sanctuary. And after the second veil, the tabernacle, which is called the holiest of all, which had the golden censer and the ark of the covenant overlaid round about with gold, wherein was the golden pot that had manna, and Aaron's rod that budded, and the tables of the covenant. Okay. Kind. Uh, and over it the cherubims of glory, shadowing the mercy seat, of which we cannot now speak particularly. Now, when these things were thus ordained, the priest went always into the first tabernacle, accomplishing the service of God. But into the second went the high priest alone once every year, not without blood, which he offered for himself and for the errors of the people. Okay, so let's deal with that right there. You know, I'm reading again. It says, but the second went the high priest alone once every year, not without blood, which he offered for himself and for the errors of the people. The holy, oh, Slacky, my bad. I'm gonna continue reading. It says, the Holy Ghost, this signifying that the way into the holiest of all was not yet made manifest, while as the first tabernacle was yet standing, which was a figure for the time then present, in which were offered both gifts and sacrifices that could not make him that did the service perfect and as pertaining to the conscience, which stood only in meats and drinks, and divers washings and carnal ordinances imposed on them until the time of reformation. But Christ, being come and high priest of good things to come by a greater and more perfect tabernacle, not made with hands, that is to say, not of this building, neither by the blood of goats and calves, but by his own blood he entered in once into the holy place, having obtained eternal redemption for us. That's what I was going to touch. So Christ basically is that perfect sacrifice. Okay, he'd offer up no goat or no lamb. He is the lamb. Okay, he's the only one who could, you know, uh, or that the Most High ordained to go through that, and he's the only one who could go through that. He suffered for our salvation, for our sake. And when I say ours, I'm talking about Israel first, because of course the heathens, y'all get it too, but y'all can't buck up against the natural branches. And in the natural branches, Israel gonna get it first. Okay, thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. But yeah, our sake, because Israel went off. Israel went to dumb idols. You can read this in Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, all throughout the Old Testament. Israel just went the hell off. The northern and when I say Israel, I'm including the northern and the southern kingdom in this context. Now later on, I might like switch them up, like separate them. as far as context, but I'm talking about the whole nation, right? Not just Ephraim. I'm talking about the whole nation of Israel. They went the hell off basically. So Christ was that perfect sacrifice. Okay, he was a more perfect tabernacle, not made with hands. That is to say, not of this building, neither by the blood of goats and calves. Okay, let's look up the word calves. I think that's cows, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. Uh, well, bulls, the calf, but not by the blood of goats or bulls or calves, but by his own blood he entered in once into the holy place, having obtained eternal redemption for us. For if the blood of bulls and of goats and the ashes of an heifer sprinkle the unclean sanctify to the purifying of the flesh, how much more shall the blood of Christ, who through the eternal spirit of offered himself without spot to God, purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living God. He had no spots or no wrinkle. He was a perfect lamb to be sacrificed. Okay? And and like I said earlier, or just a minute ago, who could do it better than Yahawashi? We don't have the ability to do that. We are like filthy rags. And also, we don't have no excuse to get it right, because even Christ said you supposed to still be perfect, because he came in human flesh just like you. So you have no excuse to do the right thing. Even this Christ said you're going to do greater works than him. So what is your excuse, Israel? Ain't no elders, like we said, like me and the brother K Camp said yesterday. Ain't no elders, no leaders greater than Christ, and they can't stop you from serving Yahweh Shem Yahweh the way He wants you to serve Him, not the way your elders told you to serve Him, not according to the traditions of men, but according to the traditions and the laws that Yahweh Shem Yahweh set. Okay. I'm about to get into some of those laws too in a minute. Hold on, let me continue reading. It says, "How much more shall the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered Himself without spot to God, purge your conscience from the dead works to serve the living God? And for this cause, He is the mediator of the New Testament." Now, did it say General Yohana was the mediator of the New Testament? Nope. Did it say Tahar? Well, they don't believe that we're in the New Covenant right now. But did it say any of your camp leaders was the mediator to the New Testament or the New Covenant? No. It says Christ, Hamashiach Yahawashi. So who sits in the seats of Yahawashi on earth? Ain't no damn man. Ain't none of y'all niggas. We're not even worthy to unlatch his shoe. And yes, we're supposed to do greater works, but y'all not proving greater works than Christ though. And Pastor Geno Jennings, I'm about to get on the Christians. Bro, you ain't did greater works than Christ, bro. You still eat pork and promote that, bro. You don't keep the high holy days. You don't keep the Sabbath. Hey, Christ kept the Shabbat, and he kept the Passover. He just put more context, and really he just gave the people common sense how to do this. The Sabbath was made for the man. But y'all don't keep these, y'all don't keep these commandments correctly. Geno Jennings included. So how are you doing greater works in Christ? Christ, it was not talking about like Christians. Most of y'all Christians, whether you apostolic, Kojic, Baptist, whatever, non-denominational, wherever you call yourself, y'all going the hell off on a lot of shit. Just like the Israelites. See, I'm fair and balanced. Just like I say, Israel going the hell off on a lot of things. Christians, y'all going off on more than a lot of things. 95% of y'all doctrine is just like trash all the way. But it never says man was your mediator. It says Christ. Hold on, Slakia. Slakia. It says, and for this cause, he is the mediator of the New Testament. Testament means covenant, okay? that by means of death for the redemption of the transgressions that were under the first testament, they which are called might receive the promise of eternal inheritance. For where a testament is, there must also of necessity be the death of the testator. So instead of God giving you a lamb to offer up, a calf, a bull, whatever, he gave you Christ, Hamashiach, okay? A perfect sacrifice for the nation of Israel. And he had to do it. Israel, every time you kill a lamb and you go sin again. You kill the bull and y'all go sin again. Y'all make excuses to sin, to sin, to sin because, oh, well, this lamb and this bull are going to cover my blood or cover up my sins. No, God hated your sacrifice. He said that, I believe that's in, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's in Isaiah. Matter of fact, let me get that. Let me not um let me not paraphrase. Hold on. I hated the smell of your sacrifice. And beloveds, whoever's coming in, y'all can put scriptures on the screen too, man. The sacrifice. KJ man. No, that's in Amos. Salakia. Amos 5:21. Let's get that. Amos 5:21. Okay. Let's get it. Let's get right to the meat, man. I'm gonna start at 19. Yeah, I'm starting 19. It says, as if a man died, flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Take thou away from me the noise of your songs or thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols, but let judgment run down. I'm gonna continue reading because this is heavy. Yeah, the Israelite community does not want to accept the gospel or the full role. K Camp. Hey, bro. Hey, you right, bro. You right. I'm gonna continue reading because there's a lot of more meat on this bone right here. It says, "But let the judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. Have ye offered unto me sacrifices and offerings in the wilderness 40 years, O Israel?" Question. Okay, because they did offer sacrifices, right? But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Molech and Chayim, your images, the star of your God, which ye made to yourselves. The star of Molech, hey, it goes deep, man. And Israel's in the same sin today, bro. That's how you know we the Israelites. Yep. Hold on. Yeah, Khan. It says, therefore, I will I cause you to go into captivity beyond Damascus, saith the Lord, whose name is the God of hosts. I believe that's Yahweh Adonam. I'm not for sure. I think no, Adonam is Lord, but the Lord of hosts. I don't remember the Hebrew word for host. But anyways, let's go back to Hebrew. So that just proves the point. You know, our sacrifices were not good enough for Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi. He said, I don't even want to smell the burnt offerings, your solemn assemblies. Forget all that shit. Basically, throw all that shit away, Israel, because you're not going to keep my commandments. You're not going to do what I tell you to do. You're just going to make excuses of why you don't want to do what I tell you to do, or why you feel like what I'm telling you to do is too straining, or too grievous for you. So that's why you make excuses to worship other gods, do everything but what God told you to do the first time around. Israel have a problem with doing what God tells. See, I'm gonna say this. hold on, let me get back to my verse. I believe I was verse 11. I'm gonna say this. With Israel, big problem is you don't want to just specifically or just do what God tells you to do. Y'all want to question. Y'all want to give everybody the runaround. Y'all want to make excuses of why you don't want to do what God tells you to do. Okay, God tells you, you know, hold on. Just simple laws. Don't commit adultery. Don't fornicate, which fornication goes into idol worshiping as well, right? Don't don't worship no other god besides me. Okay. Don't or love your neighbor as yourself. Just simple things. You don't even want to do the simple things. But you want God to have mercy on you when he fucks you up though. Excuse my French, but I gotta go there. You don't want God to fuck you up. You don't want God to punish you, but you want to just disrespect God and do any thing you want to do. But when the heathen start jacking your ass up, start whooping your ass, then it's God's fault. Yeah, jobs, bills. Scriptures say they don't consider. Yep, they don't consider jobs, bill. Hey, you right. That's all they listen. This all they talk about: jobs, bills, etc. Like y'all put us in this fucking predicament. I believe me and K Camp said this like a couple of weeks ago. We said, bro, I was saying I wish I had a time machine to go back in the day. We was talking about going back then. Well, I would just rather have deal what God told me to do than live in these conditions right here. Have to pay bills, jobs, and shit. It's like those forefathers fucked. Like, go read the Book of Kings. You fucked it up for your future generation because y'all didn't want to do what God told you to do. You made us want to. You made us have to pay bills and work for these other motherfuckers. Y'all had it easier, bro. Y'all got to talk with God, and y'all still disobeyed and disrespected God. Y'all got to literally sit down and talk with the Lord, bro, and hear from Him and everything. But y'all gave that up just to live like fucking peasants. And then you wonder why we the most hated people on earth, bro. Because y'all niggas do not have common damn sense. And God let y'all win. He gave y'all the entire planet to yourselves. Niggas still find a way to fuck it up. Hold on. They had the abundance. Yep, they had the abundance. They had everything. Everything. Hold on. I don't want to share that. Hold on. What the heck? Okay, there we go. Why they don't take this down off the? My bad, Salakia. Hold on. I don't want to do that. No. Looking level, check out stream to get it. What the hell? No, I don't want to show that. Delete that. Delete this comment. Salakia. I'm trying to show you a comment, K Camp, on the screen, but it's not okay. It says it's like, why are y'all here? Yeah, kind, man. Slave minded. Real talk. Let me continue. It says neither by the blood of ghosts, nor I read that. If the bulls are at that, how much eternal Christ purge? Oh, 14. It says, how much more shall the blood of Christ, who through the eternal? Oh, no, I read that already too. And this cause mediator read that redemption. Okay, okay, I gotta continue. 15. It says, and for this cause he is the mediator of the New Testament, that by means of death for the redemption of the transgressions that were under the first testament, they which are called might receive the promise of eternal inheritance. For where is a testament, for where a testament is, there must also of necessity be the death of the testator. Okay, for a testament is of force after men are dead. After otherwise, it is of no strength at all while the testator liveth, whereupon neither the first testament was dedicated without blood. For when Moses had spoken every precept to all the people according to the law, he took the blood of the calves and the goats with water and scarlet wool and hyssop and sprinkled both the book and all the people and sprinkle both the book and all the people, saying, this is the blood of the testament which God hath enjoined unto you. Moreover, he sprinkled with blood both the tabernacle and the vessels of the ministry. And almost all things are by the law purged with blood, and without shedding of blood is no remission. It was therefore necessary that the patterns of things in the heaven should be purified with these, but the heavenly things themselves with better sacrifices than these. For Mashiach is not entered into the holy places made with hands, which are the figures of the true, but into heaven itself, now to appear in the presence of God for us, nor yet that he should offer himself often as the high priest entereth into the holy place every year with blood of others. For then must he often have suffered since the foundation of the world, but now once in the end of the world hath he appeared to put away sin by sacrifice of himself. And as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this the judgment. So Christ, Hamashiach, was once offered to bear the sins of many, and unto them that look for him shall he appeared the second time without sin unto salvation when he returns. Okay. So yeah, let me see. Pretty much. You know what? I might go into this tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to chapter 10 tomorrow. But yeah, we're gonna deal with chapter 9. So yeah, so basically, Christ was the ultimate and perfect sacrifice for the new covenant. Okay, he's the only sacrifice, really. You know, who was a better sacrifice than a Mashiach Yahawashi? Because like I read in Amos, like the Bible says, you know, the Most High told Israel, is like, I don't want to forget your sacrifices, forget your bulls, forget your songs. All that doesn't mean nothing. And even in, I believe in Malachi, he turned his back on the people. He didn't forget about us, but he just, he said he didn't want nothing to do with us for a minute. Which any good father would say the same thing. If I'm giving you everything, I gave you the land. I made your enemies bow down to you. Basically, I basically gave you everything to your advantage, and you still disrespect me, Israel. You deserve to live life scum. You deserve to be scum. You deserve to be slaves, bruh. Cause y'all want to act like slaves. Cause when I told y'all not to idol worship, not to go to the heathens, what y'all do? Y'all niggas still did what I told y'all not to do. Matthew's hold on. Yep. King James says, "For this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remissions of sins." Yep. For the remission of sins. Con. But if y'all want to live like slaves, guess what, Israel? You can't get mad at me when I put the slaves over y'all, the real slaves, the real servants, Esau and the other nations. When I make them your masters, you can't get mad at me because I already told you what I'm gonna do. I already told you if you disobey me, I'm gonna fuck you up. So when I fuck you up, excuse my French, but I gotta get vulgar with Israel. When God fucks us up, we can't get mad at God. We should have listened in the first place. You can't get mad at God when he warned you. Before he fucked you up, he warned you. He gave you a warning. I'm going to whoop your ass. I'm going to fuck you up. And then y'all still disobey. Y'all still disrespect. Y'all still blasphemy. Y'all still idol worship. Y'all still commit whoredom, all types of bullshit. Yeah, God going to get pissed off. Yeah, God has a right to fuck you up. That's a part of his mercy. You lucky he didn't kill us, bro, or unalive us all. He still have mercy. And I can tell you firsthand, bro, I don't deserve his mercy, bro. I don't deserve grace. And I don't mean to sound cliche-ish, but I really don't deserve that. Still alive, still breathing, still got a day to get it right. So I don't want to hear about this. Oh, uh, oh, our captivity is overbearing. It's like, first of all, man, y'all have the freedom to do whatever y'all want to technically, and y'all still. I will say this because nobody's technically have free will, but we have enough freedom to even build amongst each other. Only niggas don't want to build amongst other niggas. Y'all still want to idol worship. Y'all still want to put everybody above y'all. Y'all still want to act like Esau's better than y'all. So when God fucks you up, don't get mad. Isaiah 1:5. Why should ye be stricken anymore? Question. Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint. Kind. But then they get mad. Then they want to know why. Why are we in these conditions? Why are we in it? Because y'all are fucked up people. Hold on. Kind. You probably got to repost that Isaiah 4-6 again. But yeah, Israel, y'all mess up people. So, and guess what? All your bulls, your bullocks, I'm gonna say this again, your bullocks, your lambs, all that shit don't mean nothing. Now you have an ultimate sacrifice. Now we have one mediator. And it's not to disrespect your elders. You can go to them for advice, but they don't have no power over you. Your elders, your camp leaders, fuck all that all that shit is taken away. Like the brother Ashar Shem said, and I agree, we in a time of judges. Israel has no leaders. Only leader we have is a Mashiach Yahawashi. Fuck. And when I say fuck them, I'm not talking about just disrespect your elders. I'm saying like, bro, no man can dictate to how you move. You're supposed to be under Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi. As it should be, and it's always gonna be like that. You feel me? Lamentations 5:10. Our skin was black as an oven because of a terrible famine. Right. Because of terrible famine. You gotta understand Israel went through war, famine, all this type of shit because of what? Disobedience. And also God used us as fuck ups to prove to other nations that he's still our God to deliver when he delivers out of there. You see what I'm saying? So God always used good or bad as an example to show the world his true power. And he uses us. That's why I'm more hard. That's why God is more hard on us. We should be more hard on us, and we should hold us to a higher standard, right? Man, keep them coming, KKM. Come. The brothers put what verse 3 say, the ox knows his owner's kind, and the ass his master crib. Yep. But Israel do not know, my people do not consider a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children of that kind. Let's go. Corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are going away backwards. They ass backwards, like crisscross. Crisscross will make you jump. No, let me stop. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and purifying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. You see that? But so y'all can't complain about nothing. Like, shut up and take it. Real talk. Shut up and take this punishment, because guess what? Even through the punishment, God had mercy on us. He still spared us. He still allows you to see today. What Israel should do, the smart thing to do is like really shut up complaining about that and really get into your Bible and read and study. You can't change things. You know what I'm saying? It's not our time to rule right now. The earth is in the hands of the heathens, basically. But God still run all this shit. So even if you at the so-called bottom, you God still runs you. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? Israel, y'all have a heart to do wicked. Even if we don't have everything that the other nations have, we have each other and we have God and we have enough money to start our own small economy. But niggas don't want to work together. Niggas don't want to get along. Niggas think, white ice is colder. white people look better, especially the black woman. You can't tell the nigga woman nothing. Excuse my French. But she, she gonna wear them blonde weaves and all that bullshit and makeup and aesthetics. So, half of the money in the black community is going to white to weaves and aesthetics for the black woman, because she spends most of the money in the whole community all together. So if you can't convince Eve that she looks the best on earth, and she's so insecure about her fucking looks, that's just a start to make it makes people love their own hair and their natural skin. That's a killer within itself. You're gonna kill yourself trying to convince your own woman that she looks better naturally. All types of weird shit going on in Israel. And that's how you know we the Israelites, because it is, bro. Niggas are the biggest idol worshippers. All that bullshit. Trendset, whatever. If you want to say, we trendsetters, yeah, but we follow a lot of trends too. And we make a lot of shit popular, even if it's from the heathens. But we don't want to start our own shit and own our own shit and make our shit run. We don't want no validation to the white man validates us. That's Israel. That's what Israel problem is. Slakia. Jeremiah 16:12. And ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. Jeremiah 5:28. They are waxing fat, they shine, yeah. They overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of, hold on, the needy do they not judge. I posted in a minute. This little pop-up thing, I can't get off my screen. It won't let me go past this point. But anyways, it'll pop up. But yeah, con. But let me get some precepts too. Hold up. I know it's something in Isaiah that I really wanted. It was Isaiah or Ezekiel. What's that one verse? Hold on. Shalakia. Oh yeah, the Daughter of Zion. Okay. I got it. Hold on. No, not that. Not Tyree. No, I don't want the Daughters of Zion. That's that. Is Isaiah 4. Shalakia. Okay. Isaiah 4:1. I'm gonna read down, okay? It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread. Hey, for just a disclaimer, or not a disclaimer, just to clarify this. This is not talking about Yahawashi, okay? This is literally talking about 7 women cleaving on the one man. Y'all got to read in context, and that's no shot for anybody on the in this live. So but when they hear this video, they'll know who I'm talking about. Okay. Who to refer to, because I heard the false breakdown. ITR broke this down as this is Yahawashi. No, this is not Yahawashi. Okay. This is actually saying what it's saying. Like I said, the Bible can be metaphorical. It can be spiritual at some points. It's literal. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not a dark parable. Everything is not a dark saying. Y'all got to read in context everything y'all read. And also, that's what the blue letter is for. It's to help you out. I'm not one of them type of Israelites gonna be like, oh, don't go on the blue letter. No, that's bullshit. That's all paranoid doctrine, and it's not even in the scriptures that you can't use concordance and everything. The scrolls, the scribes, and the people who translated the Bible, what did they use? Languages, things put together way before the King James. So all you paranoid Israelites who say, well, the concordance, all this shit, listen, there's more than James Strong concordance. There's a lot of concordance that back up the Bible. Y'all got to stop with this paranoid ideology and get into the scriptures. But this specific verse is not talking about Christ. Okay, it's not no metaphor. This is in that day. 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, "We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach. In that day shall the branch of Yahweh be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. And it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion and he that remaineth in Jerusalem shall be called holy, even everyone that is written among the living in Jerusalem, when the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of the judgment and by the spirit of burning. And the Lord will create upon every dwelling place, Mount Zion, and upon her assemblies a cloud and smoke by day, and the shining of a flaming fire by night. For upon all the glory shall be a defense, and there shall be a tabernacle for a shadow in the daytime, the heat, and for a place of refuge, for a cover from storm and from rain. Hold on, was this one? Yeah, I did want this one, and I wanted the other one that goes into the Daughter Zion too. But yeah, the 7 women cleaving on the one man. That's gonna happen in the future. Now people might say, "Well, this happened already," or whatever. You can say that. You can match this up with Babylon. You can or the 70 AD and everything. But this is yet to happen though. This is when everything's going to be established. Okay, in Israel, and also the daughters of Zion is not always talking about the women. It can mean Jerusalem, or it can mean the actual Israelite woman, and that's why I wanted to touch on verse 4. It says, "When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, the daughters of Zion." Let's go to the word daughters of Zion in this context, because that's why I say I like the blue letter, because it goes into context. The daughters of Zion. Daughters of Jerusalem, no branch. See, it's branch. So this is talking about shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem. This is talking about Jerusalem, actually. Okay. So this is when the Most High washed away the filth of the Israelites, so to speak, from the idol worshiping, from them going off, basically, all in general. When He washes us away and He saves us, so we're in the process. So the new covenant is already here, and we're waiting on the promises of Yahawashi Shai. Now, is all of Israel gonna get it? No. That's why He said He's gonna say many, not all. Many is not all. Many could be a lot. 144,000. That's a lot of people. I would say this: 144,000. That's a small group, but it's a lot of people still. 144,000 people, but out of billions on the earth. And just think about it. In America alone, we have 21 some million black men, and I think I want to say uh I want to say 28 something million, or probably like 30 some million black women alone in America. Let's just say 30 something million. Out of all, you put those numbers together, out of all those millions of black people, so-called Israelite people, right? Only 144,000 going to be saved. And that's not only in America alone. You have to understand, 144,000 worldwide. He's going to bring Israel's out of not only America, South America, you have Africa, you have the UK, Sicily. You have all of our people scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth. It's not only going to be in America. Fuck yeah, no. So when the Most High washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning, and the Lord will create upon every dwelling place of Mount Zion, and upon her assemblies a cloud and smoke by day, and the shining of a flame fire by night. For upon all the glory shall be a defense. We're not in that time because we're fucked up. We don't have no defense really, and also the mercy that the Most High is giving us, He's reserving us. All the even doing think about the times of slavery because all of us was not slaves, but let's just deal with the ones who were slaves and during that time period. Guess what? He brought our ancestors through all that because He had to preserve us. He had to purge us out. All that shit had to happen in the 1600s. All that had to happen. Slavery had to happen. We had to get beat. We had to go through all that bullshit. And now let's deal with 2025. He's still reserving us. So even God's mercy, even well, I'll say this, even God reserving us to this time period is His mercy still. Okay, hold on. Isaiah Living Translation. In that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fuck. Thank you for each man. Thank you. Let us all marry you. We will provide our own food and clothing. Only let us um take your name so we won't mock as old maids. See, and that's what they're doing now, right? They're mocking and notice, and that's why I love Isaiah 4. And I'm gonna go to the actual daughters of Zion too. I think that's later on Isaiah, but I want to dwell with this first though. The daughters of Zion cleaving onto us, right? Or the 7 women cleaving onto that man. Now notice women today, I would say men are still like we as far as wealth, men are doing better than women, right? In the black community included. But women, it's a lot of women has independent, they got their own job, money, they can basically do everything for themselves. So in that day, it's talking about today's time. Now I don't know what specific date it's talking about, but it's talking about is dealing with today's time. And that day when all hell break loose and everything, because it says I'm gonna read it again. And the brother got the New Living Translation. In that day, so few men would be left that 7 women would fight for each man. Why would they fight? Because no, notice everything is comfortable now. There's wars around the world, but American women is comfortable, so they don't have no reason why to choose up on you. But why would they choose? Because there's gonna be very few men left. And that day, all that independency, all that bad bitch shit, that's gonna be thrown out the window. They're gonna need a man of God, not a wicked nigga, but a man of God. And that day, they gonna know what a woman is in that day. And technically, these women know what the hell a woman is. The government allow these women to run the fuck around like chickens with their head cut off. But they know what order is. They natural being gonna tell them, nah, this is a man and I'm a woman. You ain't gonna have to tell her to stay in her place because she gonna already gonna be on her place. It says in that day, right? When the Most High and the Most High is gonna save us, he's gonna bring us through that famine, that he's gonna protect us through the storm like he's been. He's gonna protect us. When I say us, I'm talking about the 144,000 Israelites. All the other Israelites, hey, all the two-third doctrine that already happened, okay? The 140,000 is the only ones who are going to be saved through all the Israelites, even the mixed multitude. Those are the 144,000, including the women and children included, because the government body does not mean, well, yeah, it's just men going to rule the government, but those men going to have families. For example, there's men in the government in Esau's kingdom. Do a lot of those men have families? Yes, they do. Do Donald Trump have a family? Yes, he does. He's the president. He's a part of the government. So it's common sense going to tell you women and children are going to be a part of the government. They're not going to be ruling over the man in the government. It's just common damn sense. But the 1/3, and I got to say, and the reason why I keep on making these minute points, because I got to say this. Okay, the 144,000 is the only ones who are going to be saved through Israel. That 2/3, 1/3 doctrine, that already happened through in the times of 70 AD. Now we're looking for the 144,000 to be saved. That's in Revelation 7. He's going to bring us through that storm, including the women. Okay, that's what it makes. If you read the mixed multitude, that's who the 144,000 is. It's not talking about everybody who's not a part of the government in Israel know. Only people who are going to be saving Israel is 144,000. If you read Revelations carefully, and notice when I start talking about this, I got one view. I got 3 views. Now I got one view, which is okay. It's okay. People don't have to agree. I don't care. But you can read it for yourself. It's not about disagreeing or agreeing. Go read Revelations. It's first he heard the number, and then he saw. That's why it says, "Behold, I saw a mixed multitude that no man can number." Yeah, it's hard for you to number 144,000 people with the naked eye. If 144,000 people were standing in front of me, I couldn't number them. But notice it says, "Behold, I saw." The word "behold" means to see. He heard the number, then he saw the number that no man can number. He can even number because it's 144,000 people, right? But that's a little micro point right there. Take your name, so all right, Khan. Take your name, so we won't be mocked. Khan is deaf actual black woman. Khan. Um, and no, we not going through affliction for white women. Israel, hell no, exactly, for sure. Oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I think more over the daughter design because the daughter design. Oh yeah, that's the one I wanted right here. Throughout brother K Camp. Um, Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Now, understand this is the different. This is actually talking about black women. This or the daughters of Zion. It's not talking about Jerusalem. Okay. um. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore, the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the heads of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their coals and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings. And the earrings. The rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantlets and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen, and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well set hair, baldness, and instead of stomach curse, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and she be desolate, shall sit upon the ground. Right? So the man is going to fall by the sword, and the gates shall lament and mourn. Right? So this is actually talking about the daughter of Zion, and it goes into the man and the gates and everything. But yeah, I went here because it all goes part of the new covenant. This has to happen. All this has to happen. We had to get stripped of everything. Our women had to go to hell off. You see what I'm saying? We had to go through affliction. And you know why? That's why I said earlier, or just a minute ago, that thank God that we had to go through that. Because we wouldn't have got it right. Understand, even during the time of Isaiah, during the time of the kings, the prophets, Israel would just fuck ups. Everywhere you read in the book of Kings, in the books of Kings and the Chronicles, all the kings fucked up. Even King David, even though King David got it right, but King David fucked up. Solomon, we kept going to hell off, whether it was adultery, idol worshiping, or you name it, we did it. Israel was just big fuck ups. The Lord gave the Israelite women all the style and beauty kind in the world, but unfortunately, their brains and spirits is not that of a wise goddess kind. And for all you people out there who don't like the word goddess, the word goddess is in the Bible. Go look up Psalms 82 and 6. The word goddess is there in the blue letter. For all you Negro He-Man woman hater clubs, the word goddess is in the Bible. Not Gentile women. Gentile are put on a pedestal. Kind. So all this covers up the reason why Christ had to make this, had to be the perfect sacrifice, because Israel was gonna fuck up anyways, bruh. And they still fucking up. Notice after Christ, gave up his life, he resurrected and all that. We still had to go through slavery. We still had to be afflicted. 70 AD still had to happen. And all throughout these time periods in history, God is getting his church prepared, the perfect church. Just like he made a perfect sacrifice, he's making a perfect church. We have no excuses. The black man, the black woman, and yes, I'm only talking about the black man, the black woman. We're the only Israelites. Mexican Spaniards are not Israelites. Now, can they be saved? Yes, they can, just like the white man, if they repent. But don't buck up against the natural branches. Okay, yeah, but and guess what? You Mexicans, you white people, all you heathens are going to be saved for our sake. You guys are going to serve us in the kingdom under righteousness. So yes, you guys are going to be in the kingdom, but you got to, in order to serve us or to serve Yamashi, because we all serving Yamashiach Yahawashi at the end of the day. In order to be in the kingdom, y'all heathens got to get right too. But bucking up against the natural branches or having an opinion is not getting right. Search out your soul salvation. I don't like let us get on our own people. I don't need you heathens to say shit about black people. Keep your opinions to yourself, because y'all are fuck up too. But can y'all be saved? Yes, y'all can. But are Mexicans Israelites? No, they're not. By bloodline, by biblical, and we don't go into endless genealogy, but common sense tell you all the Israelites, the 12 tribes, were Negroid people with woolly hair, whether they were dark or light skinned. Ain't no colorism up in this motherfucker. Okay? We all Israel. Have a coke and a smile, shut the fuck up. But know who you are. And also, all of Israel is not gonna be saved. So just because you're a woolly haired nigga, that don't mean you get into the kingdom of heaven either. It's rules and regulation around this motherfucker. And you don't want to abide by the rules, Israel, you natural branches. Because you guess what? You're not even Israel. Listen, yeah, you might be a bloodline Israelite, but you ain't technically shit until you accept Mashiach Yahawashi. So quite frankly, even you so-called bloodline Israelites, y'all ain't shit either. Because you ain't, especially you Old Testament niggas, because y'all deny and y'all blaspheme against Yahawashi. ITR, 24 flip, all you weird ass niggas who got mad because niggas don't want to follow y'all with y'all bullshit ass doctrine. All you House of Consciousness niggas, all you damn Christian niggas, even you camp niggas. If y'all not down with a Mashiach Yahawashi, y'all not shit. Myself included. So I'm putting my big ass head on the chopping block too. For all you niggas say, well, why y'all keep talking shit about us? You bullshitters. Y'all all just bullshit. Only thing y'all do is come around and bullshit like Craig told Smokey. The only thing y'all do is go up and down the street playing all fucking day. You weird ass niggas, bro. Y'all not Israel either. Y'all might be bloodline related, but y'all niggas ain't a part of the covenant. If you ain't 134, and guess what? Because even the scripture says, or no, you have people, not the scripture, you got people say, well, don't number yourself amongst the elect. That's not what that's talking about, first of all. And guess what? Christ said, be ye perfect as my Father is perfect. Can we fuck up in the new covenant? Yes, but that's the point of the new covenant. You go to a Mashiach Yahawashi. But all you weird ass niggas who don't even acknowledge that we in the new covenant, don't even acknowledge Yahawashi, y'all not a part of the 144. Y'all not a part of Israel either. So y'all just like the heathens. And the heathens have a better chance of making it before you, because if the heathens believe in Mashiach Yahawashi as that mediator and that savior, guess what? They're going to be in the kingdom. Your ass is going to be in forever torments, forever in outer darkness. There's rules and regulations around this bitch. You can't just do any fucking thing you want to do. We're not living in a time to do anything you want to do. No, we're not over righteous, but we're not overtly wicked either. We're not gonna practice wickedness. Nah, it's Yahawashi, it's Yahawashi way, and there's no highway option, because even if you choose the highway, he's still gonna fuck you up on the highway. Even if you choose to work for the devil, guess what? Your ending is still coming, and it's gonna be worse for you. Bad. You're out of there, buddy. God, man. Now we gotta have a little humor. You know what I'm saying? Ye have been rebellious against the Lord from the day I knew you. God. I fell down before the Lord 40 days and 40 nights, as I fell down at the first, because the Lord has said he will destroy you. Hold on. Fell down 40 days, 40 nights, as I fell at the first, because the Lord has said, time. What hold on. What chapter, what book is that? DT 24 and but anyways, yeah, Kid what book is that? Yeah, but anyways, yeah. The Most High is gonna keep fucking y'all up, because y'all don't want to be in a new covenant on the listen, I gotta say this, and I don't care who I offend, I don't care about that shit. All you new covenant Israelites, this is not a gang or no damn clique. Who's down with the clique? Who's down with my gang? No. Fuck that. Oh, Deuteronomy, kind. It ain't about your clique, your gang. None of that bullshit matters. This is new covenant. We under Hamashiach Yahawashi. He's the mediator, not Elohim, not K Camp, not none of you niggas. We all are filthy rags. Right, gang. Hold on. I'm gonna pin your comment. Hold on. They gotta go up. Hold on. Damn, I wish I could put it. Ain't letting me show it. Oh, there we go. Oh, I could just double tap it. Okay, cool. I could double tap. I don't have to. All right. Hold on. Yeah, gang. Nobody part no damn gang and shit. I was not in a gang in the world. I don't got no motherfucking gang leader over no leader over me, bruh. Fuck that. I'm too rebellious to have motherfuckers over me and shit. I argue with my father every time I get a chance to, as far as debate, healthy argument, because that's all the debate is. He can't tell me shit. And I'm not saying that as arrogance. I'm literally saying this. I'm my own man. So what do I look like having a worldly nigga who's not my pops, my actual biological father, tell me anything? Now I'm not saying I don't take advice. I can't hear. I can't listen. I'm saying when it comes to that gang shit, I don't give a fuck about no gangs, no worldly bullshit. I'm not a gangster. I don't follow no damn gangs or no who's down my clicks. I don't give a fuck about that bullshit. It's a Mashiach Yahawashi over everybody. You see, Luke 22 and 25. And he said unto them, the kings of the Gentile exercise lordship over them, and they that exercise authority upon them are called benefactors. But ye shall not be so. See? Whoo! That brother K can't be on it. That's why I fuck with K Camp. K can't be on it, bruh. But ye shall not be so. But he that is greatest among you, let him be as the younger, and he that is chief as he that do serve. Not your chief grease, not your chief butt plugs, and I'm tired of talking about that nigga. but to serve, be a servant. Because guess what? Who was the high priest? Who's the actual high priest? Christ, Mashiach, Yahawashi. Didn't he not wash the disciples' feet? And that was not metaphorical for all you metaphor Mason, Freemason niggas. That was actually, he literally washed the disciples' feet. Y'all niggas be taking shit too, like, and then that's me. A lot of y'all motherfuckers be smoking weed and shit. Y'all just like, bro, I don't know what's going on with your minds, but you need to put your brains on the pages. Real talk. But yeah, Christ actually washed his disciples' feet. And one of them betrayed him for like 30 shekels. The other one denied him. Peter, who talking about wash my whole body. Peter wanted it all. He wanted all the glory, but he still had to deny Christ. But y'all niggas want people to lord. Y'all want to lord over people, tell people what to do, dictate how they move. Y'all just love bullshit in general. Let's go. For whether is greater he that sitteth at meat, or he that serveth, is not he that sitteth at meat, but I am among you as he that serveth. I'm a servant. K-Cam, he's a servant of Yahawashi, of the people. Yes, we get on Israel because we love y'all. And y'all niggas get on our fucking nerves, but guess what? I'd rather at least try to tell you good advice and stir y'all in the right direction, because I can't do shit. I'm not your master. And I'd rather be around Israel all day than heathens anyways. So we got to put up with you, but we servants of y'all. You see, 1 Corinthians 10:29. Con, I say not thine own, but of the other. For why is my liberty judged of another man's conscience? Con, y'all talk about K Camp posting the videos, the shawties. That's his lot. And obviously, bro, K Camp don't even do all his gifts. He just stick to what he wants to do and what he knows and everything. And the spirit of the Most High told him to bring out the scriptures about the shawties, which is all throughout the Bible. Sex, the how the woman's anatomy is, how the man is built, all that. Your loins, your strength, all that is in the Bible. So King Camp is not going to fuck off when he show you, when he does the videos about the women and everything. And if you guys were intelligent people, y'all will pay attention to the video. Y'all will look at the video and say, "Oh, this brother is going to these details. He's going to this, that, and third." K-Camp overtly exposed the porn industry for all you niggas who don't understand. That's why I say he's a real brother of the Most High. He's a real servant of Christ. I witnessed this hand to hand. I call him Scooby-Doo and the Mystery. I call him Scooby-Doo and the Mystery people, right? Or the mystery team. The motherfucker got the magnifying glass like Inspector Gadget around this motherfucker. K-Camp is really into the shit. And he exposed the whole porn industry, got receipts and everything, bro. He's not doing that because he a damn perverted, which the word pervert means just to basically add on to the scriptures and make your own doctrines and make a bastardized doctrine out of the Bible. That's what pervert. You're destroying something that's pure. K-Camp is not doing that. He's not committing adultery. He's not telling brothers to go sleep with other wives. But y'all don't know the full context, so that y'all want to rebuke without learning the full context of things. And that's what I don't get about Israel. Y'all don't examine shit. And it's for the new covenant niggas. Y'all don't want to examine nothing. Y'all don't want to do nothing but just like slander. And we got tired of that shit. In the ITR group chat, y'all got to call this out. On the internet, niggas not keeping the context. Y'all don't know this brother. Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know any of us. And y'all don't even know the Bible. Fuck me. Y'all don't know the Bible. Y'all not reading the book. The brother going to the mandrakes. He goes into the women. That's his lot. But obviously, he can do way more than going to the women. His gifts, I tell Kid Cam all the time, bro. You really, bro. When it comes to this Bible, bro. When it comes to studying, bro, you really got that down. He choose not to debate. We can debate anybody up here, bro. And I'm not saying we the end all be all of anything, but we choose not to do that bullshit, bro. It's not about popularity, bro. Who's down with the pop? Who's down with the clique? I didn't give a shit about popular kids in high school or middle school, bro. Y'all got your head in the wrong fucking direction. It's about edifying Israel. Small views. Hey, when one two are gathered in the most in his name, hey, he's in the midst. I don't give a shit about billions of views. Now, if a couple of in here, cool, that's cool too. But it's gonna be the same thing. It's the Bible and nothing else. It's the studying of the Bible, the going to the words, going to the Hebrew. I haven't did live lessons like that. I'm just getting started doing the lives. I just went live a couple of days ago. It's my first time ever going live on YouTube. Songs of Solomon. 7. Okay, con. But yeah, man, y'all just, bro, Israel, y'all don't like to examine the whole matter. Y'all don't like to keep the context. Y'all don't like to go into things that actually matter. In the whole Bible, it matters and everything. But when I say things that actually matter, it's like, bro, okay, we get it. Chief butt plugs, exposing Israel, cool. But who gives a shit about them niggas, bro? And with that being said, man, hope you guys edify. I'm gonna do more lessons. I'm gonna do Lord willing, I'm gonna start doing like breakdowns of the new covenant, just going to more details, going to more history and everything. And also reading of the Hebrew too, in general, the modern and the Lashon Kodash. But with that being said, hold on. Hebrew fertility and genital problems. Con. With that being said, I want to give all praises. Hold on, got some more. Strength, con. With that being said, I want to give all praises to Yahawashi Shem El Shah by Shem Krokadash. I hope you guys are edified. Israel, y'all stay blessed. Hey, new covenant, y'all stay encouraged, man. I ain't gonna tell you when or how, because no man know the day or the hour, but I can say that we almost out of here, man. I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know the day or the hour. But man, y'all keep encouraged. Y'all stay in the faith. Y'all stay in the new covenant. Y'all stay encouraged. Brothers and sisters, it's not no he-man, woman haters club. It's not alfalfa, stanky, frog. It's not no motherfucking manly men. There's none of that bullshit. Okay, you brothers and sisters in the new covenant, stay encouraged. Y'all stay under Yahweh by Shem Shah Mashiach. Until then, Shalom.